and welcome back to my channel. My name is Heidiy and this is the Heidiy knitting podcast. I just realized I have never explained the name, which is kind of funny. But it is an acronym or some kind of wordplay of my name, which is Heidiy, and DIY, which is do it yourself. And I am this crafty DIY person, so I think it would be fun to smoosh them together. And the reason why I say it like hey DIY is because my name is pronounced Heidiy, not Heidi, it's Heidiy. And hey also means hello in Finnish. So there is multiple meanings. I hope it's not like too complicated. I might change it later if it doesn't stick. But yeah, that's the original idea behind it. And you can pronounce it the way you want. So welcome or welcome back to this knitting channel, and with this long-winded intro I would like to present to you my whips galore, because I don't have any finished objects today because I have not finished anything. I have just started multiple things and not finished anything. But it's okay, this is my hobby and I enjoy it, and I will talk about it later, why things haven't progressed the way I thought they would. But yeah, today I am wearing my Guernsey and it is lovely, although it is just a tiny bit hot right now. It's a lovely sunny day here in Finland and it's starting to feel like spring, which makes me excited. But yeah, let's start with whips because I have nothing else to show you. Grab some coffee or tea or a beverage of your choice and let's get started. Can we also appreciate the messiest of the messy buns and this no eye makeup look, because I was having a therapy session today and I just thought that I'm not gonna put any eye makeup because it will run away either way. So today is this kind of day. Let's start with the one that is almost finished, like so close. And this is my good grandpa cardigan. As you can see, it is not completely done because there is these ends, but it's very close. So here it is. Can you see? I wish you could just come and feel the fabric, because it is so nice and soft and cozy. I'm scared that you won't be able to hear me because of the mic. Hopefully it's okay. But yeah, I wish I could send this softness through the screen to you. So this is a good grandpa cardigan by Caidree. I knitted this in Knitting for Olive heavy merino and soft silk mohair to create this bulky weight fabric. And there is quite a steep v-neck and 3 buttonholes. Where are they? Over here. Yes. There is 1, 2, 3. So there is only buttons to sew in and pocket. Here are the small pockets. So I need to sew these in, sew in the buttons and weave in all the ends, and then it's done. I am so excited, and this is just so soft, and I love the way how the soft silk mohair just ever so slightly marls the fabric. It is pretty, and I think this will be a staple in my wardrobe. It is a lovely neutral color and kind of basic shape that can be thrown over almost anything. So it will be lovely and functional and cozy, warm, soft, all of the good things that us yarn lovers love. But yeah, I think I will try to finish this today or tomorrow and add a clip of me wearing this so you can see how it looks. And if it's not here, it will probably soon be a part of my Instagram, so I will upload it there. And this is my handle, and you can go follow me there as well. And now when you're on it, you can also like this video and subscribe so you can see more of my videos in the future. Yeah, this was the Good Grandpa cardigan. It has actually been very enjoyable to knit. I do not enjoy purling like long periods of time, so cardigans are not maybe my favorite thing to knit. Unless they are some kind of there is some kind of patterning or structure or textured stitches, so it's not just purling all the way. But this went quite quickly because it is so thick of a fabric. I'm actually so excited. Hopefully it's not gonna be so warm that I cannot use this. So a couple of more cold days, please. But the slush would be enough. No more slush. It is very slush and filled with slushiness. But yeah, that was the Good Grandpa. And in Finnish it would be hyvä pappa, which is so funny. Have a sip, so don't forget your coffee or tea or water or whatever you drink. And the next whip, I think it's funny, I have a couple of these that are almost done, and this is like so close as well. This is the Cardi Jumper by Vert Knit, aka Ines Oliveira, and I love this so much. This is supposed to be a cardigan, but as you can see, I am knitting it on the round, and that means I will make a fake button band with I-cord over here and then just sew on the buttons later. I just found the perfect buttons for this project, and I will show you them when they arrive, but I had to order them from Etsy because I just couldn't find any nice buttons from the local stores. But yeah, there is one finished sleeve. I think it was a clever construction and a nice detail that there is the shoulder seam or seam, and then there is this little triangle bit that is done with short rows to make it like open up beautifully, so it's not just square, so that everything is just picked up and neat, and it just makes it look beautiful when it's on. And this is the sleeve, and I have this much on the other sleeve, so not that much. And after that it is only the I-cords and sewing on the buttons and weaving in the ends. And then I have another finished object. This is rolling a bit. I have no idea why. Usually this much ribbing is enough, but in this case not. But I will block it and see how it goes. I'm not very excited about frogging tubular bind off and mohair, so hopefully the blocking will do. But yeah, I think this would look so good with just basic jeans, or maybe ripped jeans that have some fading. That would look good. Or just a skirt or over dress, or with some nice like dress pants. I have so many ideas. But yeah, this will be another staple as well. I'm trying to focus on the wardrobe basics this year, and so far it's going quite smoothly. And I'm so hot right now, so I might just need to take off the sweater. I also have kind of miscellaneous, very small whips that I will show you next, and then I will show one of my new main whips, if that makes sense. First I will show you this one. I think I have not done a single stitch to this after the last one, even though I said that maybe I should knit this after podcasting. I didn't. It is the Kuutar top, which is so pretty. I already considered frogging the entire thing because I just can't seem to get myself into a headspace where I could follow such a complicated stitch pattern, but I know that I will love it when I just get it done. So it is on hold for a while, but I still love it, and every time I see it, it makes me want to do it. But I don't know, it seems like I don't have the energy to do such a complicated pattern. And it's not even that hard, it just needs more of the ability to focus than I have right now. I have had a lot of things on my plate recently, and I think it is quite normal that you cannot focus on many things intensively, and this needs to wait for a time where I have more ability to focus on knitting. And if you want to hear more, there is more in the last episode about the yarn and about the pattern. And I didn't start the Kuutar beret, even though I like it and I want it. I just, the same reason as here, I just cannot do it right now. I need simplicity in my life. And in the last episode I actually spoke about the Diana's bandana, and I started, but I think this is a bit pathetic. Look at it. This is how much I have knitted it. It is actually done with double knitting, and it is quite time consuming. It looks so simple and easy, but it actually takes quite a lot of time, and there is the same thing that you need to focus quite a lot when you are doing this, and so you don't get like a white stitch in the middle of the gray one like I did a couple of times. So it's not hard, but it requires focus, which I don't have right now. I really don't. But it will be beautiful, and again, a nice basic that is versatile and can be worn with both ways. And it will be lovely when I have the focus to do it. You would think that I have something like a tremendous amount of stress or something in my life, but I have just been a bit overwhelmed with life lately, so I am trying not to stress about knitting. And I will get back to this too when the time is right. It can be maybe next week, I don't know. But I don't need stress about knits, so I will do what feels right for me. Oh my, okay, you are going there. Bye. Have a sip. I have decaf coffee because my migraine brain doesn't like caffeine. I have a chronic migraine, which is a pain in the butt, but luckily it is getting a tiny bit easier, at least this week. We'll see what the next week brings along. I have one more of the random miscellaneous whips, and then we can get into the 2 remaining whips. So I actually do have quite a many whips, and I also have like 2 that are waiting in the closet that I will do sometime later. So many. And I will probably cast on a couple of things during the weekend because I have exciting plans and exciting yarns and exciting company. But yeah, I will talk about that later during the life update segment. This is a very small triangle shawl. It's very hard to show because it is black. It has this broken rib kind of structure or texture, and it is black, done in a scrap yarn, and is actually for my mom. She saw me knit the Sophie shawl or Sophie scarf, and she told me that she would like to have something with very loose open stitches, like loose gauge, and in black yarn, and it cannot be itchy, and it would need to be like very thin triangular scarf. So that is the idea with this one. It is not blocked, so it rolls on itself, but it is kind of the same idea as in with the Sophie scarf. And I will probably do a small section where I don't increase so that it's long enough, and then I will just do the decreases. This is very mindless, like it is just a bit boring. It's not very inspiring. There is nothing very super special about it, except that it's for my mom. But I will maybe finish it closer to the time when we are going to visit them, because they live quite far from us. or not so far, a couple of hours from where we live, but I just haven't had the motivation to knit something that doesn't need to be knit right now, and I am so excited about the other projects and this just is in the back burner, but I might be able to finish this in the car while we drive there, because this is very quick knit. This is a leftover merino from Knitting for Olive, and it is in the colorway licorice, which is the very dark black color. I made a vest with this and the silk mohair, and there is some left, but I will use it for this, and maybe there is some left over after that. But yeah, let's get her there. And this is my new main whip that I knit in the bus or at therapy. I actually knit there. She is a lovely woman. She when I get there, she has the decaf coffee ready and oat milk to put in the coffee and everything. It is wonderful time, and it is not a shame to take care of your mental health. That is a note for today. But yeah, this is the one that has been traveling with me, and it is the cherry dress from Sandnes garn, and it has not progressed that much because I have been finishing up the cardigans, but there is something, and I don't know, this part of the raglans always feels like it is endless for me. I just feel like it just doesn't go anywhere. Maybe I should just put a progress keeper to see how much I have knitted. I love this color of yarn. It is like a raspberry pink or red, and it is pretty. The yarn is Sandnes garn Sunday and Sandnes garn Tynn silk Mohair, and it is basically a raglan at this point, but I will just continue into a dress. The pattern is from the Sandnes garn booklet, Myktil Dame, and there is many beautiful patterns in there, but this is the one that caught my eye. I bought it for the Guernsey Genser, but when I saw the dress I knew I need to make that. It is simple, clean lines, and I just love the finishing of the edges. The only modification I have made is the folded neckband, because this one would have a ribbing, but there is a folded folded edges in the sleeves and the hem, but I wanted the neckline to be the same. It looks a tiny bit like it's gonna stand up. I don't know if blocking will do or the weight of the garment, but if it doesn't, I will just put an elastic in it so it just draws it a bit in, so it won't be so upright. This is so soft as well. I love it, and it is a pleasure to knit. I might just knit it a bit at the end because it is so It is quite mindless at this point, just to follow up if I need to increase in the raglans. Yeah, what else? This is a part of my submission to the Dream Knit Cal, which is hosted by Knitting Traditions, Inga, and the main point is to just knit something that you have dreamed for a long time. So it was this for me. There might be some other submissions as well, because all I basically do is to dream about knits. But yeah, I will put this aside for a second and show you my last whip. There is not that much to show you because I cast on yesterday and it is still at the very beginning. It looks like this. So basically it doesn't look like anything. This is a knitted top, and this is a test knit for Eleanor Alice, and it's called number 6 cable cutout, if I'm not mistaken. Here is the picture of it, how it's supposed to look. So I have just done the back and the section that comes here at the shoulder, and then increased for the neckline, and that is how it is at the moment. And this is as I said, this is a test knit, and I'm so excited to make this and wear this. I chose this very nice kind of grayish brown. I don't know if it's grayish brown or brownish gray. This yarn is Knitting for Olive cotton-merino, and the colorway was called, or is called, mole. And I don't know if they mean like mole that is on the skin, or the mole, the animal. I don't know. Maybe the animal. This is what it's gonna become. I chose this kind of neutral color because I thought it could go with as much of my other clothes as possible. I have like dark gray jeans and also cream colored jeans and denim blue, like dark denim blue jeans, also black pants, light gray pants, green pants, what is it called, houndstooth color pants, like houndstooth patterned pants. So I was thinking that what could be a color that would suit almost all of them. I chose this one because I thought it might be very nice neutral, and actually it goes very well with the Good Grandpa cardigan. Look. So I can dress up monochrome with this. So knits on top of knits. Oh, there goes the pockets. I'm actually very excited about this. The pattern is very clever, and I think there is very nice illustrations, and with the small tweaks it will be very good and very well written. And we seem to have a lovely group test knitting. So I have a couple of acquisitions. So there is yarn that I have purchased, and yarn that was sent to me by my friend so that I can knit something for her. And yeah, let's talk. Firstly is this one. This was sent to me by my friend. She bought the yarn and thought she might need a cardigan, a sweater, but she doesn't need. So it was an impulse purchase, and when this had been in her corner for a long enough time, she asked me if I would knit her a sweater, and I said of course, and she sent this to me. And this is wrinkly. So this is an alpaca and raw silk, or I don't know if it's raw silk or something else, yarn that is spun by Ruukin kehräämö, which is a mill here in Finland. And I think this is, I don't know if it's sport weight or very light DK, 290 meters per 100 grams, so maybe it is sport. But yeah, I will make a pattern that was sent with these yarns. It was, if I'm not mistaken, it was called Usva sweater, but I will need to check. This feels very lovely, and it was a joy to wound up on these cakes, and it is very beautiful. There is slight variegation in the yarn, and I think there it will be very nice and drapey. And in the pattern I think it was recommended to use 5mm needles, so it will be quite an loose and open gauge. What else? So I had a trip to my favorite yarn store, which is Anna ja Eila, that is located in Vantaa, which is quite nearby us. And I had a mission to buy yarn for the test knit for Eleanor Alice for the cable cutout, but also to find a suitable mohair to use in the waffle loop skirt. And I will use my beloved Venti yarn with that, and I will hold it with this color of silk mohair. It is surprisingly knitting for olive soft silk mohair, and this is in the colorway dark mousse, and it is perfect mix between brown and dark gray, and it will be a beautiful skirt. And I would like to cast it on immediately, because if I don't get to wear it before it is already like autumn. So this was the thing that I went there for, and also the cotton-merino that I bought for the test knit. But then there is one tiny thing that I just needed to save from the discount bin. I was already on my way out, like literally walking out, and then I saw it and I just couldn't leave it there. So I will show you. I said that I won't buy yarn for other things than garments, that I will try to make the accessories from my stash, and that is the plan. But I needed to save this one skein, one ball of silk mohair, and I'm not sure what I will do with this, but I have it now, and it is this one. Can you see it? It is very, very dark green. It is so pretty. I think it looks a bit gray or black in the screen, but it is actually very beautiful deep bottle green, and it is so pretty. And I have not tried the Crea Deluxe silk mohair, and it is a tiny bit like, it is 20 grams and 240 meters, so it's quite light and airy, and it also has baby alpaca in there, so it's 45% silk, 33% mohair and 22% baby alpaca. It is a new experience. It is so soft. I have probably never touched anything this soft. So I just couldn't leave it there. It was on sale, and I think this can make maybe a beanie with some other yarn. So let's see. I just love the color. Maybe I can capture it. No, if I don't, I will try to take a picture. And then there is the final yarn purchases. And I don't know if you have heard, but Well-Loved Knits, which is Bethany, lovely yarn podcast. You should check it out if you haven't already. You probably have. She's having a knit-along with Woolyknit, and if I'm not mistaken, it is Well-Loved Woolyknits, or Well-Loved Woolyknits is the cal, and I will take part of it. And I think the main thing was to knit something you know you will love and wear, but there was also a discount for the Woolyknit cones. I have wanted to try for a while, so I did buy two colors. Can we get a drum roll, please? They are so pretty. These are the British wool cones. They are 100% British wool, and I am amazed on how soft this is. I thought it was gonna be like more coarse or rustic, but it is actually very soft and smells like sheep's. This is fingering weight, and one cone has 500 grams. So basically, if I would knit it like holding one strand, I could get 2 sweaters from each cone, but I will hold it double because I have no patience for fingering weight sweaters right now, and I have already plans for both of these. This one will be a classic, beautiful, timeless cable knit. I already have a pattern in mind, but I'm still open to other cable knits if there is something that speaks to me. This one is called Cream Nep, and it has these small little nubs of or specks. They are so cute, and it is a perfect color of white. It is not like optic white that is very stark and bright, but it's not like very yellow either, so it is something in between. And this one will be a sweater called Soe. I have no idea how to pronounce it. It is from Line magazine, and this is the colorway Oatmeal, and I think it is perfect combination of gray and beige. It is something in between, and I think it will be wonderful. And I have a hunch that this will bloom beautifully and it will look amazing with the cable details of the sweater. So this is what I got. I ordered these together with my knitting friend, and she actually just launched her own knitting podcast. So if you like my content, you probably will like hers. So check out Reetta's ribbing here on YouTube and Reetan Resorit on Instagram. She also got this funny bag for me. It is like this. And it says to knit or not to knit. Now that's just a silly question, because it is. It is always to knit. That is the answer. Let's just sit and knit for a bit. How are you? How are you doing? And I would love for you to leave some kind of small note in the comments. It doesn't have to be anything long-winded or anything. I just like to hear that you are there and listening, and if you want, you can always tell me about your knitting plans or something that inspired in this episode. I don't always answer to comments. I am sorry. My time is very limited and I would absolutely love to answer to every comment. But sometimes I don't have the time or energy to answer, even though I would like and love to answer and talk to you guys. But now I really do have to prioritize my time, which means that I do these podcasts, or I have time to knit, or time to take care of myself, because my life is kind of hectic at times. But yeah, if you would like to leave a comment, please know that it is appreciated, even though I don't always respond, or sometimes I respond after a month. So please know I appreciate you. Yeah, I will knit this cherry dress while we are talking. So yeah, I have a couple of things in mind I would like to tell you. I have been having quite a hectic couple of weeks with work, and I am also doing it is some kind of process in the studies, or in the PhD I'm doing. I need to get ethics approval for the part of the study, and there is just so many things for one part of the study. Like the amount of papers I need to submit to there just like amazes me. But yeah, that's what it's like to be as a part of academia. And so yeah, that has been a process to do that, and it is due by the start of April. So it will be done soon, which is helpful, and I will get a bit more free time. This has been a kind of taxing period in my life, and I had stomach bug. After that I got the flu or some kind of common cold, and then I had a week with 5 migraines because it is starting to be so bright in here, and it always triggers my migraines. Even though the sunshine is beautiful, sometimes I hate spring, even though it's nice, but it's not. And yeah, there has been a physical struggle, and I also got some kind of infection in my like joints, in my fingers. It's called like reactive arthritis. It comes after some kind of viral infection or food poisonings or something like that. And I had that, and it made knitting kind of hard for a week or so, but it got better with some ibuprofen like gels that I was using like hand cream. Now when I am feeling better, I actually do feel very good, and this work week, even though there was a lot of exciting things, it has been more calm, and that is what I need in my life now, calmness. And by the end of this week I will be going and having some kind of knitting retreat at my friend's house, and it is actually the same friend, the Reetta's ribbing, and I will just go there and we will knit and watch some knitting podcasts and maybe film some nice content together, and maybe I will make a knitting vlog for you guys, and we will probably cast on 50,000 new things and be excited, and yeah, it will be amazing. It seems like things are going better now, and I am happy to finish a couple of bigger knits, and then I can just start new lovely things. And I am starting to get quite inspired about the spring and summer knits, so maybe I will cast on a couple of those very soon. I am just talking about what I'm going to knit in every episode, but I am probably not gonna do them all. It's just I have this inspiration, like a huge spur of inspiration at the moment, and I have more ideas, but I just have two hands. I think we have come to the end of this episode. I am so glad and excited to be here again, and I am so thankful that you are here watching. And please subscribe. You can share my videos, comment or like, so more people can find these videos, and you will find yourself back in here and see my new videos. If you have any wishes or something that you would like to tell me, you can always comment them down below. I hope I will see you soon. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.